Angelos studied architecture in Athens and worked for almost 25 years designing and constructing shops and houses. He also specialized in lighting design studies. And this is an example of one of his designs. At the same time, having DIY, excuse me, as a hobby, he was mainly fixing everything needing repair and made small furniture. When he fixed everything around him, he understood that he had to start creating something, anything, just because. Crafting for him was an inner need. Due to his work and passion for tools, he was familiar with techniques of many constructing professions. A friend taught him at the time how to make handmade knives. He started making knives, but when he needed a very special silver soldering, he couldn't do it. That couldn't do. He went to a contemporary jewelry seminar to learn how to do it. There he found a new world he didn't know he was searching for. Guided by random paths of fate, here he is now. So welcome, Angelos.
Hello again.
Yes. Okay, so how do you want to start? I think we want to look at your video while you talk to us a little bit about how you work, what you're thinking when you approach your work.
Yes, I think that should do the work.
Okay.
Play the video and I will explain how I think, basically.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I will start with my curiosity. As a child, I was very curious about everything. I asked myself, why is that? Why is this? I needed to understand why everything was happening near me. Just because I couldn't remember something if I didn't understand it. So, I was asking myself about everything, why and why and why, and this caused me a different kind of thinking. A different kind of thinking about architecture, about crafting, about my life, actually. So, here you see my collection of tools. My hobby was crafting, and at the point I discovered old tools and collectible tools, and I started a collection. Crafting also, I started by fixing furniture or fixing everything that was not in order. And then I started making the knives, as you said. And from that point, when I met the art jewelry world, I found a freedom that I couldn't find in architecture. Because in architecture, you have to make plans, precise plans that you have to follow them to last detail.
Angelos, can I interrupt you for a minute? I think your phone is giving us some feedback, or your computer. Do you have both your phone and your computer logged on to this? No?
Just my phone.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to, I think we have some people who are muted, unmuted. So everybody try to mute yourself if you're not muted. Okay, go ahead, and I'll try to find them.
Okay. So I was saying, in architecture, you have to make plans and follow them. But the plans are not your original idea. You have low restrictions, you have the lack of money, maybe you have the different taste of your client. So what you finally construct is something different than what you wanted in the first place. That is why in art jewelry, I found this freedom to do whatever I want, just the way I want it. the only limit is my imagination. If I think of something, I try to do it. I like to use my tools. In fact, I like to use tools so much that if I can do a work with 2 tools, I choose to do it with 5. Just, yes, just, just to be happy to use them. And in collectible tools, there is a beauty. I have some with me, and I will show them. In fact, I will do it now. Because only if you understand what I do, then you can understand why I make the jewel I make.
Now, are these tools that you use regularly?
No, no, no. These are collectible tools. They are very old tools from 1600 to until the Second World War.
Do you have a favorite in there, or is there?
No.
No, okay.
No, but imagine about 6,000 pieces like this. It's a very large collection.
Wow, okay, so you're saying that everything on the table represents just one of the thousands that you have. Where do you keep all of this?
Less than 1% what you show.
Wow, okay,
Just
that's
a tape.
amazing. Well, maybe we can,
Yes.
well, I was going to say, maybe we can look at some of your work in relation to just this idea of knowing that you collect all these tools and you love the tool making.
Yes.
Or, okay.
Let me change the camera again. So we will start with the first jewel I tried to make. I was having lunch with my friends, and I was telling everybody how great craftsman I am, and I can do anything. And we were eating mushrooms at that time. And I said, I can make a jewel out of a mushroom. And my friends told me, okay, do it. So I had to do it. So this is the first approach. Don't know if it's clear. You see it?
Yes, I'm wondering if I can ask everybody to turn off their videos because we're getting some static here.
I think I will.
We're getting it's
this stable.
So if everyone can turn off your videos, I think that's going to be the best thing. I will do it for you, but I can't remember how. I'm so sorry. So if you could just turn off your videos, everybody. It should be on the bottom left-hand side of your. Okay.
Okay, so this was the first one, 2015. Then I started to change my technique and have something, again mushrooms, but something more, I don't know, sophisticated. I don't know how to say it. We have mushrooms, we have silver oxidized. This was an evolution of the original technique, a technique that I accidentally discovered. Then I decided to change the material and found another organic material. This is a fruit from a palm tree. In every jewel I make, I try to find something original or to make something difficult to make the jewel. The difficulty here is what you see. It has, see the movement. It's like steel, but it's silver.
Yes. Okay.
It's not a plastic movement. It's like a string. This was 2017. Next year, with the award I won in the Athens Jewelry Week, my material was seaweed. What you see here is seaweed and flax.
And that was the Material Quest Award, right, in 2018?
That was the Material Quest Award. The collection name was Inspirations. And what I told you about techniques, here is the flax. Okay, you see the jewel stands.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a small cord, but it stands like this. And yet it's moving. The difficulty is when you put resin to the cord, it changes color. Here is the trick that we have cord with resin and with no resin with the same color. It's very difficult. Apart from the design. And
what type of object is that? Is that a ring? Is that a pendant? Let's see.
Yes,
yes.
Is a ring.
Okay, I see. I see.
Easy to wear, everyday ring.
Yes. Can you put it on for us?
No.
Okay.
My finger is.
Oh, it won't fit. Okay.
No. It won't fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe on your pinky.
Yes. These were my previous works, and it is an idea I had to think again the first one, mushrooms. So my new collection is called Second Chance, and it is about that, to give a second chance to something that has already passed or lost its first significance.
Can you pick that up so we can see it a little bit better? Maybe, and yeah, that's better. So it moves. It looks like it articulates a little bit. There's movement.
Movement here? No.
No. Okay. I guess okay. That's
no,
nice.
It is a necklace and the brooch. You take off the. With one hand, it's.
And it becomes a brooch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you take off. It's very easy.
What materials is that?
This is mushroom, silver, and the back is also silver, oxidized.
And maybe you can show the back a little bit more closely. We want to see the back a little bit better. There you go. Okay, so mushroom and silver.
Yes. And we have.
How is it that you process the mushroom? I'm going back to that same piece, but this might be mushroom too, right?
This is everything here. Everything you're about to see is mushroom.
Okay, so maybe talk a little bit about the process that you use to create these pieces from mushrooms.
The process is a technique that I accidentally discovered because it is something that has to do with cleaning, dehydrating, stabilizing the material, because mushroom is a very volatile and fragile material. And after that, it is hardened, and then it is it is crafted to become a jewel. So it has a 1 or 2 months preparation just to begin to make the jewel.
Okay, 1 or 2 months. So, and Linda Savanu is asking,
not to make the jewel,
oh,
to make
begin.
mushroom workable.
Okay, so it's a preservation, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So a couple of months to preserve it, and then you're able to work with it and manipulate it, right? Manipulate the material?
Yes, yes. This is mushroom, and this is sand with resin, of course. The same material is at the back.
Okay.
This is mushroom, and this is seaweed. You know.
Oh.
Better.
Okay.
And the back is silver.
That's nice.
This is mushroom, and the center is fruit. This is the section of the fruit at the center. Not all of them are completed jewels. Some of them are in progress, work in progress. This is mushroom, and this is gardenia with resin at the center.
So I'm getting some comments from Fran Linden, Barbara Gifford. The fruit is lovely. They're gorgeous. Linda Grandstaff is asking, is the mushroom coated in resin or varnish?
No, there is no varnish, only resin. And the color in everything you see is only black. The procedure is something that cannot be fixed. If I make a mistake, it's for the garbage. I cannot come here and correct it in any way. It's capturing a moment of evolution.
Let me ask you, Corinna Katusi is wondering what kind of fruit do you use?
It's a fruit from the palm tree.
Palm tree. Okay, and then Sebastian Carre is asking, is the process and tools you're using, which is more important? Do you already have an idea of the aesthetic you want to reach?
No, I don't. Because of the way I think, my way of thinking is very logical. You cannot create jewelry if you think so logical like I do. So I found a material that has its own will and has the element of random, which is something that I cannot create random. So you have this. I don't know that it will be like this when the procedure ends, but it's not finished. We have only the front. The front is something that it has to be done in one time. I cannot come again and fix something here. It's one.
Right.
If it's ruined or anything, you cannot correct it. And it is something, you see, I will try to, you see, you can see the light through it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Angelos,
now I will put it here.
We are up running out of time, Angelos, and we have to move over to Lucy. Was there one more thing you wanted to show us?
Yes, I wanted to show you this. This is a block of steel. Okay.
Wow. So it's
The
very, it
fragile
has
that you see,
incredible integrity.
yes, see,
Wow.
nothing. That is why a fragile material like a mushroom can stay untouched for so long.
And it'll stay that way.
Yes, it will stay that way.
Well, that's
What you saw
fascinating.
before,
And they're all
what you
different
saw
types of
here,
mushrooms, right?
this is 5 years. It's very
That's
stable.
fascinating. Yeah. Okay. I I'm so sorry, Angelos. We have to move on to Lucy.
Of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we all need to go visit you in your studio
Yes, do that.
personally. Yes. Okay.
When you come to
Okay.
Greece. Yes.
Yes. When we come to Greece. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.